we know about 2 sexual assaults in a Madison neighborhood and ways police say you could protect yourself.
Plus, a federal prosecutor is now on the case after a second set of documents is recovered from the president's Delaware home, how the White House is responding. And
we know what to love about Madison, but tonight a national show host tells the world why this is a place to love, and we'll take you there. It's all ahead. News 3 now at 10. Last night, we told you about a pair of sexual assaults in Madison's Greenbush neighborhood from Tuesday night. The first attack reportedly happened near South Park and Aaron Streets. The second near the intersection of Emerald and Orchard Streets. According to the victims, they happened just minutes apart from one another, and police admit it could have been the same suspect, but for the time being, they are being investigated separately. So as a result, Madison police have an added presence in the Greenbush neighborhood tonight. They still don't have a suspect in custody and say finding them is a top priority. Our Braden Ross spoke with officers getting answers about what happened and how you can stay safe.
It's a district priority right now.
In the usually quiet Greenbush neighborhood, 2 stranger sexual assaults within just minutes on Tuesday night, and a suspect still on the loose.
We had 2 very disturbing incidents in a very short period of time, 2 very courageous victims, but who were assaulted.
Police say they're investigating the assaults separately, but it's likely the victims were attacked by the same suspect, a Hispanic man in his early 20s wearing dark clothing. Both victims were approached from behind, but were able to fend off their attacker and get help.
They kept themselves safe. They yelled, they pushed back, and then they went to a safe location.
Now police say one of the victims was attacked here on Park Street. She then ran to St. Mary's Hospital behind me. That's a decision they say kept her safe. They also say there are some other steps you can take to protect yourself every day.
Keeping your earbuds out or not watching your cell phone as you walk, keeping aware of your surroundings.
And if you're in a bad situation,
you see an open store or even a house with lights on, you go to that spot, you go to a place where other people will be, you yell, you get on the phone as quickly as you can, you call 911. These are all things that we think will help.
For News 3 Now, I'm Braden Ross.
Madison police are asking anyone with information to contact them.
Dane County Sheriff Calvin Barrett is again demanding better for the Dane County Jail. He posted this online today showing the water coming from the sink at the jail. As you can see, this water in the coffee pot is a dirty brown, almost orange color. Well, this comes after the sheriff is trying to get the new proposed Dane County Jail up and running to improve the conditions for inmates there. And developing tonight, Lisa Marie Presley, the only child of Elvis Presley, has died. She was rushed to the hospital earlier in the day. A spokesperson for Los Angeles County's fire department says paramedics were dispatched to a Calabasas home this morning following a report of a woman in full cardiac arrest. Property records indicate the 54-year-old Presley was a resident at that address. She was at the Golden Globes earlier this week as the movie about her father was up for awards.
We turn things over to weather now. Gary Canalti has our first warn forecast. Gary?
Temperatures are just around the freezing mark, so precipitation that's falling from the sky is in the form of just a couple of very light flurries. As we take a look at the time lapse from the WISC-TV Skycam, lots of clouds today, just a peak of sun at one point, and that was about it. Otherwise, the clouds thickened up a little bit overnight, and now we're starting to see some very light snow showers and flurries across southern Wisconsin. But the more persistent areas of snow are to our north and east over the Fox Valley and to the south of Janesville. Also are just a few flurries like we're seeing right here in the backyard. 6-hour future track radar shows even those starting to dissipate as we head after midnight. Current visibilities are at or above 9 miles across most of southern Wisconsin with the exception of Monroe. So again, the snow is not coming down very hard. Current temperatures are right around the freezing mark. Madison right at 32 degrees. Janesville a couple of degrees above that. It's a little colder to our north and to our west. Across Dane County within a degree or 2 of freezing in most areas. 33 right now across Plains and Wanakee. 32 in Sun Prairie. Look for mostly cloudy skies overnight. Just a slight chance for a flurry. Low temperature dropping to around 25 degrees. Tomorrow will be a little colder, but another warm-up starts this weekend. I'll tell you how mild it'll get in just a few minutes.
Governor Evers today signing an executive order banning TikTok from state-issued devices. The order cites the app's ability to harvest large amounts of data and potential link to the Chinese government. The ban does not apply to the public. Wisconsin Republicans have again allowed therapists, social workers, and counselors to use conversion therapy on their clients. A licensing board passed a ban on the controversial discredited practice in 2020, but the Republican-controlled legislature's Rules Committee blocked mocked it then and did so again today. LGBTQ rights advocates oppose the practice, citing research suggesting it can increase the risk of suicide and depression.
Some are calling for a Republican member of the Wisconsin Elections Commission to resign following his comments in an email sent to fellow Republicans. In that email, Commissioner Robert Spindell reportedly bragged about GOP efforts to suppress votes in Milwaukee. Urban Milwaukee first reported Spindell wrote in part, quote, Republicans can be especially proud of the city of Milwaukee casting 37,000 less votes in black and Hispanic areas, end quote. Now, we spoke with him today about the comment and the call for him to resign, and we'll be airing that interview this Sunday on For the Record at 10:30 a.m. President Biden now facing his own special counsel after a second batch of classified documents was found in an unauthorized location, his Delaware home.
CBS's Skylar Henry has details on the former federal prosecutor who has been tapped to oversee the inquiry.
A special counsel is now investigating President Biden's handling of classified material after documents from his time as vice president were found at both his Delaware home and a former office.
This appointment underscores for the public the department's commitment to both independence and accountability in particularly sensitive matters.
Attorney General Merrick Garland appointed Robert Hur, a former Trump-appointed U.S. attorney, to find out if anyone broke the law. CBS News has learned the FBI has already interviewed multiple Biden aides.
I take classified documents and classified material seriously. I also said we're cooperating fully and completely with the Justice Department's review.
The appointment of a special counsel has not deterred House Republicans from planning their own investigation.
They knew this has happened to President Biden before the election, but they kept it a secret from the American public.
On November 2nd, Mr. Biden's lawyers found 10 classified documents in the Penn Biden Center. On December 20th, they found additional classified material at his Wilmington home.
Did he know that these documents had been removed? And then when he found them, he gave them back. So what was the length of this period of unauthorized retention, and was it intentional?
A separate special counsel is still investigating former President Trump, who had more than 300 classified documents at his Mar-a-Lago estate. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
President Biden's lawyers say they did not find any classified material when searching his Delaware vacation home. Opening statements began today in the seditious conspiracy trial of 5 Proud Boys leaders in connection with the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol. Prosecutors showed dozens of messages, social media posts, and video clips in court, arguing the defendants not only planned and participated in the attack on the Capitol, but recruited others to join them. All 5 have pleaded not guilty.
More local news now. Madison's CARES program continues to eye an expansion, with the city working to hire an additional team to add weekend services. The program, which launched in September of 2021, serves as an alternative to sending police officers to calls involving mental and behavioral health. Instead, a paramedic and crisis worker will respond to those calls. The city's 2023 budget provides more money to expand the program to those weekend hours. A major backup on the Beltline this afternoon. A vehicle caught fire on the westbound lanes near Old Sauk Road. Viewer video shows large plumes of smoke coming from that vehicle. It's unclear if anyone was hurt or what caused that incident. Municipal vehicles in Columbia County are trying something new, getting outfitted with green lights. This comes after new legislation was passed last year to approve the use of fluorescent green warning lights on municipal and county vehicles. Officials there say the green lights are more visible, especially during the night or during some bad weather.
Some pretty shocking video from California tonight where 2 people were able to narrowly avoid injury after a driver crashed into an outdoor dining area. This is in Sierra Madre, California, in California's Los Angeles County. Security footage from the restaurant shows the moment the car slammed into barriers, separating the patio from the road, crashing just feet away from 2 people walking through the patio. The people inside the car sustained minor injuries. In Chicago, a construction worker was killed today after getting pulled under feet of debris following a building collapse. Fire and rescue crews could be seen digging by hand to try and free the man. Crews say he was trapped for about 45 minutes and was rushed to the hospital, but he died.
More than 7,000 nurses are returning to work in New York City after a 3-day strike. The nurses union has reached a tentative deal with Montefiore and Mount Sinai Health Systems. New York Governor Kathy Hochul says the 3-year contract includes a pay hike, enhanced benefits, and a better work environment to ensure safer patient care. Nurses still need to vote to approve that deal. before it's finalized. In health news tonight, the cancer death rate in the U.S. has dropped 33% now in the past 30 years. That's according to a new report from the American Cancer Society. It cites advances in treatment, early detection, and a decrease in smoking as reasons for that lower death rate.
A special event tonight at the Garver Feed Mill for the world premiere of an episode of a show featuring all that Madison has to offer. The PBS show Places to Love with Samantha Brown recently recorded an episode here in Madison. Brown tours the Capitol, the UW campus, tastes some cheese and mustard, and learns about the sport of curling with local Olympian Becca Hamilton.
For Madison to be part of her new season is very exciting for all of us as we recover from the pandemic and tourism isn't all the way back to where we would like it to be. This is truly going to help with our recovery, telling folks and showing visitors why they should make Madison part of their destination plans this summer.
The show is now in its 6th season. To watch the Madison episode for yourself, it airs next Friday. Still ahead at 10, the start of tax season right around the corner, and this year you'll have a few extra days to file.
Plus an update on the storms out west and also down south as we look forward to our weekend forecast. Stay with us.
You are a friend, a neighbor, a family at heart. We are Gruber Law Offices, your ally and your advocate. If you've been injured in a trucking accident, you need Gruber Law Offices to fight for you. One call, that's all.
Oh, the weather. What's the chance of rain tomorrow?
Ooh, 80%. I make it rain. I make it rain.
Speaking of making it rain, at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison, we have an average 95% payout, which leads you to more chances of playing longer and more chances to win big. Play longer, win more, chances are you're gonna like it.
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. Do you have an idea for an invention, but you don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp. They've been helping inventors for 35 years. InventHelp has helped over 10,000 inventors get patents. You can meet with an InventHelp representative who'll keep your idea confidential and explain their invention process step by step. And InventHelp's databank includes over 9,000 companies who have agreed to review new ideas. Take action and get the help you need from InventHelp.
800-550-5543.
What can Sono Bello do for you? How about a new shape?
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
New confidence.
I can see a huge difference. Look at this.
New you.
I can wear a little black dress. I feel sexy.
With Sono Bello, you can permanently remove stubborn fat in just one visit. Don't wait. The results I've seen achieved are truly outstanding.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation with Sono Bello, America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist, and find out how you can get $250 off. Sono Bello uses Tri-Sculpt micro-laser liposuction to remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently for incredible transformations in just one visit.
I have one big regret. I didn't go sooner.
Call 1-888-622-8360 or go to sonobello.com.
After a serious truck crash, you need a team who knows how to handle trucking cases and gets results. You need Gruber Law Offices. There's never a fee until we win. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Gabriel Iglesias is spicing things up.
You have your face on a hot sauce bottle.
I know, random, right? He's Mexican, that's what happens.
Plus, you gotta see these moves.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. We know that sign excites you. Tax time right around the corner. The IRS has officially set January 23rd as the start of the 2023 tax season. That's the day the agency will begin accepting and processing 2022 returns. Normally that filing deadline, of course, is April 15th, but this year that is a Saturday, so the filing deadline is April 18th. Just yesterday, Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin was released from the hospital after suffering cardiac arrest on the field earlier this month. Well, now a touchdown celebration that imitates update, CPR will be removed from the popular video game Madden NFL 23. The game's creator, EA Sports, said in a statement, in the coming days, it'll release an update to the game that does not have that particular celebration.
Well, here's some good news for your wallet. Prices continue ticking down in the U.S., and that is according to the newly released Consumer Price Index report for December. It shows prices dropped just slightly from November. This is the last inflation report before the Federal Reserve meets this month, when it will decide whether to increase interest rates again. Sandwich chain Subway may be looking to sell. According to the Wall Street Journal, the privately held company has hired advisors to look into valuing Subway at more than $10 billion. A sale at that price would make it one of the biggest deals in the fast food industry since Dunkin' Donuts sold in 2020.
Walmart is eliminating single-use plastic shopping bags this month in New York, Connecticut, and Colorado stores. It's all an effort to help the environment. Plus, the retail giant is trying to get ahead of legislation in states cracking down on the use of those plastics. Americans reportedly use some 100 billion plastic bags every year, and only 10% get recycled. Well, check this out. NASA's newest space observatory has made a new and exciting discovery. The agency says this is an illustration of an exoplanet that the James Webb Space Telescope for the first time has confirmed that it exists. An exoplanet is a planet that sits just outside our solar system. This rocky world is almost the same size as Earth, but it is a few hundred degrees warmer.
In California, a seemingly endless barrage of storms is wreaking havoc all across that state. Thousands are still under evacuation orders in Northern California, which has been hammered by days of heavy rain and powerful winds. So far, the storms dumped more than 2 feet of rain in some areas. And in San Luis Obispo County, California, a massive search is underway for a missing 5-year-old that was swept away by floodwaters. More than 200 rescue personnel are on the hunt for Kyle Doan after currents from a creek pulled him from his mother's hands. Dive teams and the California National Guard are helping with the search. And down south today, more severe weather. At least 24 tornadoes have been reported in Alabama, according to the National Weather Service Storm Prediction Center. Some of the worst damage has been reported in the Selma area, where damage is widespread. Officials there tonight say no one was killed, but some people were injured. Dangerous storms have also been reported in parts of Tennessee, Kentucky, and Mississippi.
In our area tonight, a little snow on the grass in some areas, but Gary, it is nothing compared to what they're seeing to our south and east. A devastating night.
Yeah, you know, another round of January tornadoes, you know, and in the southern part of the United States, they are more common than you would expect during this time of year, and usually because the jet stream is more energetic, you can end up with a bigger tornado outbreak when it happens, and that's exactly what's happened over the last 24 hours. But it's not just Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia. That's where the worst tornado damage has occurred, but you can see tornado reports up into parts of southern Illinois, hail and wind reports up into the Ohio Valley, even some hail reports as far north as northern New Jersey. So the severe weather pretty widespread across the southern part of the United States. The worst area, I think, through central Alabama, a number of tornado reports with multiple structures damaged or destroyed, and unfortunately that will I think the damage reports will go up. So far, no fatalities, so keep your fingers crossed that stays the same. But you can see just some flurries around here, some very light snow showers at a couple of points, some snow showers through the Fox Valley over toward the eastern portion of Dodge County, but the rest of southern Wisconsin just seeing a couple of scattered flurries. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Sunny skies return for tomorrow and Saturday. A little colder for tomorrow. High temperatures around 30, but that's still about 3 degrees above average, and a little milder for Saturday with highs back in the upper 30s. Dry weather from Friday through the weekend, and then the next weather system brings rain from Sunday night through the Monday Memorial Day, or Martin Luther King Day holiday. So you can see the high temperature trend over the next 10 days. The average high temperature now is as cold as it gets all year, 27 degrees, and that will be the case over the next 10 days. But the average, the high temperatures that are forecast are going to be above that all the way through the next weekend. So look for high temperatures to be in the 40s for Sunday and Monday, and the rest of the time well into the 30s. And the 8 to 14-day temperature outlook still calls for above normal temperatures in Madison and areas to the east, but this area of warmer weather has been shifting off to the east. So as we get into the latter part of January, we might start to turn colder, and you can see the cold area across the western part of the United States where there's high probabilities of below normal temperatures. That area is expanding. Precipitation expected to be above normal. We're going to be in an active weather pattern next week with some rain in the beginning part of the week and maybe some snow as we head toward the middle part of the week, especially Wednesday night into Thursday. Tomorrow, becoming partly sunny, a little colder than today. High temperature at 30 degrees. Planning your day for tomorrow, high 30 in Middleton, 28 in Pine Bluff, 27 in Marshall with plenty of sunshine. Across the rest of southern Wisconsin, high 30 in Janesville, 30 in Lone Rock. A little colder to the northwest, 26 in La Crosse and 28 degrees in Prairie du Chien. 7 to 10 day forecast. Again, we go from 30 on Friday into the lower 40s by Sunday, middle 40s by Monday, Martin Luther King holiday with some rain expected. Might mix with a little snow before ending. And then a mixture of rain and snow late Wednesday afternoon. Could change to some snow Wednesday night into Thursday. There could be at least some minor accumulation. Some of the later computer models are indicating this might be a little colder, indicating the potential for more accumulating snow, and then maybe a chance of snow as we head into next week, with high temperatures still right around the 30-degree mark.
And coming up in sports, the top of the SWAL standings was on the line in Darlington. How the Redbirds edged out the Pointers in overtime. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Shop Hy-Vee's Friday the 13th sale. With Hy-Vee shredded cheese, 4 for only $5. Hy-Vee Choice Reserve New York strips, only $3.99. And Ragu pasta sauce, 4 for only $5. Don't miss the Friday the 13th sale, only at Hy-Vee.
Wisconsin. It's easy to take for granted how we warm up. But what if you couldn't warm up so easily? For many, it's a reality they can't ignore. Working families, elderly, disabled, and veterans struggling to keep their heat and power on in the dangerous cold of winter. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy, water, and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safe in your home. No one deserves to suffer when we can help each other.
With my low energy, I can't even blow up this celebratory balloon.
At Planet Fitness, there's hope. Now through January 12th, join Planet Fitness for $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime, and turn your low energy into big fitness energy in 2023 in a clean and spacious, judgment-free zone with tons of equipment to get you energized.
Low E? Not for me.
Simply join through the free PF app for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime. Deal ends Thursday, January 12th.
I'm a little old to count down the days, but my ski trip to Cascade Mountain with my cousin each year, so much fun. We used to pretend like we were flying. Now, we really do. My dad and my uncle like that we still ski free. But Noah and I, we just have fun. See you there.
To everyone who loves great food, let us make you a meal the Wisconsin way.
We cook each butter burger to order for you and the people you love, so it's the best part of your day.
The best.
The best.
And every creamy scoop of fresh frozen custard, pure happiness. Pure happiness.
Pure happiness. Because where Culver's comes from.
And the heart of America's Dairyland. Our love.
Our love for fresh food is as strong as our love for all of you.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
I became an orthopedic surgeon for a lot of reasons.
For a lot of reasons.
For a lot of reasons. To help you take walks again. To ease your pain.
To rebuild your strength.
And at every step along the way,
we take the time to answer all your questions.
We're here because we care.
We care about you. You.
You.
They care about me.
Sauk Prairie Healthcare Orthopedics, now offering robotic-assisted knee replacement.
Shop Hy-Vee's Friday the 13th sale with 6 packs of 7-Up products, only $1.88. Hy-Vee shredded cheese, 4 for only $5. And whole boneless pork loin, only $1.68 a pound. Don't miss the Friday the 13th sale, only at Hy-Vee.
Saturday will be a homecoming of sorts for Connor Essegian. The Badger freshman grew up in Fort Wayne, Indiana, about 3 hours north of Assembly Hall, but the Badgers will take on the Hoosiers. It's a game Essegian circled on his calendar since the moment he stepped on campus, and he expects there to be a lot of familiar faces in the crowd cheering him on. That is, if they're able to get tickets.
There's been quite a few people reaching out for tickets, and I don't think they realize I only get 4 per game. So those went pretty quick, mostly my family. So there's going to be quite a few people there that I know. I can only imagine, what it's going to be like, kind of walking out after and seeing all the people waiting for me. But I'm just really excited to be able to go back and be able to play, a game at this level in front of a bunch of people, I grew up with.
No Giannis tonight for the Bucks against the Heat, so Drew Holiday had to pick up the scoring slack. The step-back triple, part of his 24-point performance, but the Deer couldn't stop the Heat in the paint. Miami outscored Milwaukee 58-18 down low. Bucks fall 108-102. Before every game, Todd Johns gives a pregame speech, which is nothing out of the ordinary. All coaches do it, but his is a little different. Johns makes his a lesson that ties basketball and life together to help Lakeside Lutheran prepare for their opponent and their future. Lakeside Lutheran,
I always say you can't score, you can defend, though.
Loves to defend.
To dig in and play defense and grit and fight, and that's kind of all he's about.
And it's part of what's gotten this team off to an undefeated start.
Leadership and seniors are what help you win high school basketball games, and that's what we've had this year.
The leadership part,
ready, set, and go.
That comes from their head coach, Todd Johns.
He's really motivational, I would say, and he always knows what to say to kind of get us going
and to get his Warriors thinking.
I want it to be more than just a game and a win and a loss. I just believe there are so many things that they'll gain about life. And so I'm trying to infuse life lessons into each individual game.
So before every game, Johns teaches a lesson.
Definitely preparing us for the season and for the games is what he's here to do, but he takes it a step further and makes it personal with all of us.
Whether you're an underdog and everybody says you got no chance, to you're a favorite and how you got to respect every opponent, or just every game presents some type of a theme versus just let's go play.
That ties in the game of basketball to the game of life.
He teaches us things that are really beneficial and really, have changed my life for the better, and it's awesome.
Team on 3, 1, 2, 3. Team.
Huge matchup in the Swollen boys hoops. Number 6 Darlington hosting 4th-ranked Mineral Point. Redbirds got off to a hot start. Will Murray gets 3 the old-fashioned way. Darlington led by 9 at the break. Murray finished with 21. Mineral Point, though, would come all the way back. Bryce Vamstead splashes home the triple, but the Pointers couldn't contain Carter Fitzsimmons, who put the team on his back tonight. He banks it home for 2 of his 28 as Darlington knocks off Mineral Point in OT 73-70. And the news we've all been waiting for, C.J. Williams is coming to Madison. The former 4-star wide receiver committed to Wisconsin this afternoon. Williams played in 10 games as a true freshman at USC, catching 4 passes. Coming out of high school, he was tabbed as the 7th best wideout in the class of 2022. We're back after this.
Madison Magazine's Winter Restaurant Week is here. Participating restaurants will provide 3-course dinners starting at $30. Some restaurants will offer a lunch menu for $20. Featuring wine and more by E&J Gallo Winery. Check out our guide to Restaurant Week online to see which restaurants are offering takeout as well as dine-in. Don't miss Madison Magazine's Winter Restaurant Week 2023. Brought to you by the presenting sponsor, Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund, and supporting sponsor, Bergstrom Madison Chevrolet and Cadillac.
This is me, and this was my stubborn body fat. My name's Adrian, and Sonobello changed my life.
Sonobello is America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist, and they permanently removed my body fat in just 1 visit.
After having 2 kids, my body, it changed a lot. I tried everything to lose the fat, but nothing seemed to work.
Sonobello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently on your stomach, back, chin, and more.
I've seen such dramatic results. My tummy is gone, my double chin is gone, and my hourglass shape is back. This was the mommy makeover that I deserved.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-888-803-2714 or go to sonobello.com.
We asked people to give their honest feedback on how wrinkles around their eye area and under-eye puffiness looked after trying Tint and Tighten for the first time.
So with foundation, normally it just kind of cover up and conceal things, but with Tint and Tighten, it actually changes the way the skin looks. The lines are actually gone, so you don't get any of that buildup within them and the creases that you normally would see when you wear foundation.
Tint and Tighten shrinks under-eye puffiness, smooths out wrinkles and fine lines around the eye area, and provides tinted coverage to hide dark circles and skin imperfections, making you look fresh and younger. And since Tint and Tighten works in 10 minutes and lasts up to 8 hours, you can look your best without getting injections or fillers. Get beautiful, lightweight, tinted coverage, plus that smoother, younger, wrinkle-free look from years past in 10 minutes. A look that will make you feel beautiful and confident. Try it this new year for only $19.95, plus get free shipping and handling. Visit tintandtighten.com or call the number on your screen.
The local water experts at Culligan can take care of everything but the kitchen sink. Actually, we do that too. Culligan, here for every water worry.
Ever leave your clothes in the dryer and find a wrinkled mess? Try Downy Wrinkle Guard Fabric Softener. Wrinkle Guard penetrates deep into fibers, leaving clothes so soft, wrinkles don't want to stick around. Make mornings smoother with Downy Wrinkle Guard Fabric Softener.
Join me in the 608 weekdays on News 3 Now this morning.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Finally, tonight, a funny mishap at a shop in Brazil caught on video, and now it's gone viral on social media. The video shows a man closing up shop there. He places a big, heavy lock bar to the door and then turns away. It falls without notice right on an older man's foot. I guess it's not really that funny to him. That's actually the man's father-in-law, though. So after checking to make sure he's okay, the man did try again to put up the lock bar, and again, he would just walk away. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. Oh, wait, maybe not.
Oh, my gosh.
Now, we are told that that older gentleman there on the right, who may or may not be that old, he is said to be doing...
He wants to keep his old age.
Yeah, he's doing just fine. They say he just had a couple bruises there from...
He's tough. He's tough. Tough guy.
That's not his favorite, his favorite buddy anyway. Let's go to Gary. Final check of the forecast.
And I thought just some flurries out there was bad. Well, you can see some light snow showers moving through Dodge County between about Beaver Dam and Watertown, drifting to the south, but those should pretty much be over with after midnight.
All right, Gary, thank you. Thanks for joining us at 10.
Do something good, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.